How's it going, everyone? It's Digital Ross Gaming Station here, and today we're going to be reacting to the new Last Epoch video that just released today. And I think it's going over like the 1.0 patch, which is going to be like the first full game release. So I'm excited to get into this. But yeah, without further ado, let's go check it out.
Hello, travelers. My name is Judd Kobler, game director for Last Epoch and founder of 11th Hour Games. I want to welcome all of our new community members joining us for the official launch of Last Epoch and give a huge thank you to all of you who have been with us throughout early access. Because of your tremendous support, we're launching a game that was just a dream not too long ago, and we're extremely excited to share it with all of you. Last Epoch began as an after-hours passion project founded by a Reddit post in 2017. A group of us ARPG enthusiasts banded together and set off on our dream to create the next great loot-based action RPG. This was to be a game made by us players who were passionate about the genre and would always listen to the community that plays these games as their hobby, because that's who we are too. That was a pretty lofty goal.
I just want to say right now, like, even this was like back in 2018. I loved, like, it kind of looks like a Titan Quest sort of thing with the damage numbers and especially like the loot drops. I think that's really cool. Even back then, I could see it showing promise, especially with the UI too. It's kind of neat.
Considering we had absolutely no funding, the majority of our early founders had never worked in the games industry, and we were mostly just die-hard action RPG fans wanting to ensure that our hobby had...
Whoa. This looks incredible. Like, look at this backdrop here. Like, their attention to detail is kind of wild. Like, just this is probably just like a hub or something, and like just seeing the background out there, it's beautiful, and it definitely creates like immersion for just like traveling around.
Had a bright future. Through Kickstarter and the support of our incredible community, we've grown from a development team of just 5 or 6 to over 90 people from across the world who've banded together through a love of collecting loot and building awesome heroes. Our unconventional studio has been able to achieve things that typically require much larger companies, and I attribute that to our team's intense collective desire to make the next great action RPG, the game that we want to play as fans for all of us. We're incredibly excited that in just a couple days we'll be launching the 1.0 version of Last Epoch, marking the beginning of our journey with you.
The spells here look fantastic. I love Archer. Like the Archer archetype is like one of my favorite, and like just seeing like the Rain of Arrows type skill being in the game is so awesome. Like, I love that. Just looks beautiful. Just like the direction too. The art direction is just incredible.
World of Eterra, a world where we plan to release new powers to discover, gods to slay, loot to find, and in-game challenges to conquer for years to come. For those of you who are brand new, Last Epoch is a loot-based, top-down action RPG where you will travel through time in a desperate attempt to save the fated world of Eterra. Along your journey, you will choose to ascend into one of 15 different mastery classes,
that's quite a
each
bit,
with unique skills, passives, and playstyles, as you take on divine gods, immortal empires, and the all-devouring void. In Last Epoch, you'll find over 125 class skills, each with its own customizable and transformative skill tree. You'll find a deep loot system with over 300 unique items, each with its own build-defining power you won't find anywhere else. Powerful idols that fit strategically into your inventory, and our renowned legendary system, which can take even the most unassuming...
That's interesting. So that's kind of like charms in D2. Is that what that is? Like idols? But they're making it so it's like, it's not so much, oh, how many you can carry in your inventory at once. Like, they have a set amount that you can have. That's cool. It's like there's a certain amount of slots for your idols, so you don't have to go that route of like, oh, I'm just going to fill my whole inventory with idols. Like, you actually have a set area to put it. That's really nice. I like that.
Uniques and turn them into the most powerful items in the game. You'll need all of that power at your disposal when you enter our expansive in-game that includes ancient dungeons, an endless ranked arena of champions, and shattered timelines in the monolith of fate. If you're new to the world of Last Epoch, you've picked the perfect time to jump in. We've made sure that Last Epoch is a game that you can dive into without any prior information. But if you're looking for help, there are a ton of great starter guides made by our awesome community of content creators who have put in a lot of effort into providing entertaining and informative content for Last Epoch fans. There's also an in-game guide that provides you all the information you need to go from a beginner to...
Okay, that's really cool. I love that. I'm such a huge fan of like when developers have like a built-in system to kind of look at everything, because I feel like it breaks immersion a lot having to leave the game and like go on a website to look at things. And I love how that's just like a lot of the stats and stuff are there to kind of look at. Like, oh, I just died from this. Like, what kind of like affix or like spell was that? Like, how do I look this up? And you can search it right in here. That's awesome.
Having an advanced understanding of the game. Now let's talk about what's new in Last Epoch. The full release of Last Epoch brings about the final remaining two masteries, the Falconer and the Warlock.
Cool.
The Falconer emerges as the third mastery for the Rogue, showcasing an impressive command of tactical traps and deadly falconry. With her fierce avian companion, she weaves through the battlefield with quick wits.
That's awesome. It's like a D2 Raven on like steroids. It's just going crazy. I love it.
Initiating falcon strikes and deploying skills like dive bomb and aerial assault, the Falconer brings tactical chaos to the battlefield, leaving her enemies unsure of what they should fear next, the Talon or the Blade. Along with the new class comes some exciting new unique items that empower new playstyles if you're lucky enough to find them. Today, I want to show off Falcon Fists. This rare unique lets you dive all in on empowering your Falcon's attacks while turning your melee.
I love that plus skills. I love plus skills in ARPGs. Like, that is so sick that they're doing like +4 falconry. So that's like the skill, right? Cool. I'm always about plus skills. I think it's just such a great game design thing to have.
Hits into an explosive falcon punch. Finally, stepping out of the darkness is the long-awaited Warlock, a new class mastery for the Acolyte, set on tearing into the essence of her foes, twisting and corrupting their spirits. The Warlock wields an arsenal of new curses, each uniquely designed to dim the mind.
Whoa, yo, Decrepify? Okay, I'm sold. I love Curse Necro in D2. We got Decrepify? Okay, like, so I'm probably going to play like a Ranger in this, or like full on like cursing Warlock. Like, that just sounds so sick to be able to do all that. Like, I'm definitely, it's either one of the two, but Decrepify right here, it's kind of making me go in that direction a little bit.
Break the body and inflict pain. Rain down chaos bolts, feast on the souls of your enemies, and break open the ground, unleashing destructive necrotic energy and unyielding undead husks. What Warlock is complete without an arsenal of unique items to curse and corrupt their foes? One such treasure is quite literally the spine of your enemies, turning your chthonic fissure into a set of rapidly striking flame whips. The Warlock and Falconer aren't the only travelers who will be wielding new skills in Atera. The Primalist is adding 2 new
The combat just looks so good though. Like, there's just so much weight behind the attacks. Like, I'm really digging this actually.
And a redesigned Tempest Strike, which wields the power of wind, frost, and thunder, with all 3 elements coming to bear at the tip of your weapon. The Paladin is receiving a powerful new skill tree to complete his divine arsenal. In addition to erupting holy judgment and protecting allies with auras and sigils, the Paladin will harness the power of healing hands. A skill capable of keeping allies alive as well as burning the evil out from the enemies of Atera, especially the undead.
So can you play like straight up supports in this game? Like, that's what I want to know. In the comments, let me know below that if you can play like support, because I love support too. Like running like an aura build in D2 and stuff like that. Like, if you can do some healing stuff, that's awesome. But if it's really needed, like, that's, you know, I don't know because I haven't played, but maybe the end game it could be useful to have someone that kind of can buff up the party and heal and stuff for like the late dungeons or something.
And void abominations. We continue to improve, update, and strengthen every mastery in Atera. Countless skills have been rebalanced and modified. Our current page count for balance and updates is clocking in at 32 pages. You can find all of the details on our forums. I'm excited to share with you the immense amount of visual and gameplay feel improvements coming with the full release of Last Epoch.
Awesome.
For 1.0, we have overhauled and updated all of our character rigs and every single character animation in the game. This means that characters move more dynamically, their attack animations feel more impactful, and individual character identities and movements are able to shine through. You will also notice interface enhancements everywhere you look. We've taken a lot of time to improve the user interface visuals and provide better information across the game. We've made big updates to lighting and shadows, with new tech that will be immediately noticeable to all returning Last Epoch players and tremendously improves the overall visual quality of the game.
And that bear looks sick too.
We've added
it's probably a
scene
druid or
variants,
something, right?
which introduces random weather, season, and vegetation visuals throughout the echoes of the monolith. We're also bringing many new and updated enemies to the world of Atera that you will find all throughout the game, including in many campaign zones that have had significant
Wait, whoa. I kind of hate this, but I mean, like, hate it in the best way. Like, this is like kind of terrifying. It kind of reminds me of like the what is it? Ocarina of Time, like the spider. Like that skull there with the scorpion, like that is terrifying. But I love it, like in the best way. But that is just so scary to me.
Updates. You'll notice wolves, bears, saber-tooths, and more have been updated. And of course, for you Primeless players, your companions are no exception.
Those look
For
great.
combat, we've made many improvements in addition to animation updates, including improved damage numbers that react to the direction of impact, increased hit sounds in the audio mix, brought back screen shake settings, and increased the visual weight of some hit effects.
Nice.
This has combat feeling better than ever. We've added a significant amount of new 2D and 3D visuals. For
Gear looks
character
cool.
Gear, and
Gear
items,
looks really cool.
including
I'm a
new
fan.
item tooltips that truly showcase the outstanding loot in Atera. Earlier this year, we released information on our much-anticipated Item Factions system, and we are excited to see players get to experience this for the very first time with this release. Will you choose to align with the Merchants Guild and gain access to the bustling bazaar and an economy of travelers and trade, all collectively bargaining and hunting for the best items Atera has to offer?
Wait, so
Or
is this
will you-
like an auction house or something? Is that how this thing works? Let me know below, like what how this really works. Is this like a trade thing? This is the faction, so you choose this or something else or something like that. This is awesome. Like this is super sick. I'm just trying to figure out like what this is.
You join the Circle of Fortune, set your sights to the stars, and increase your chances of finding the ultimate weapons and armor through prophecy. Either way you choose to hunt for incredible items in Last Epoch, you won't have to worry about your friends losing out on the perfect upgrade.
Okay,
that
so this
happens to
one's
drop
loot
for them
focused,
while
and then
they're
the
away.
other one is like
With
a
the new
trading
resonance
thing.
system, you will have a chance to gain resonance with your friends who you fight alongside. Using a
That's
resonance
awesome.
will
I
allow
like
you to
that.
gift items directly to your
That's super
friend.
important because I play a lot of these games just only with my friends and stuff. Like I don't really play with other people. Like I just don't join random groups. So like it's cool that if I'm playing, I can find an item and I can like gift it to my friend because like it's so in like a lot of recent games, like you find an item and it's like you can't even give it to your friend and it's like super good for him and it's just tragic, right? That's so cool that you can actually do that in this game. This is actually really, really sick.
But be sure to be picky, as resonances are powerful resources. Our full release is also bringing a staggering amount of balance updates, new unique items, new item affixes, new item bases, and much, much more. If you'd like to learn everything that is coming in Last Epoch 1.0, please visit our patch notes on the forum using the link in the description down below. Once again, I want to sincerely thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts. We are a team formed from the ARPG community, and to be able to make it this far with Last Epoch and share this creation with you is a dream come true. We cannot wait for you to experience the full release and the awesome plans we have for the future. We'll see you in Atera on February 21st.
Awesome. I'm hyped. This looks super good. Like I'm such a huge fan. This looks great. That's awesome. Wow. Like that looks incredible. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to have me react to anything like related to like Path of Exile or anything like that, I would love to do it. My background's kind of more on like the old school action RPG, so I haven't played Path of Exile before or Last Epoch, but this is like really hype, so I'm definitely gonna check it out. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to react to anything else. But yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.